right now. Okay. Okay, class, can you see my presentation?
Yes.
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 Okay, very good. Can someone read the topic for today? I ask Angel. Angel, can you read the topic for today? If you can see my presentation, what is the topic for today? Angel Liu.
Science is
Okay,
part
thank
of
you
daily
very much,
life.
Angel Liu. All right. So today we start. We start the class for today. For chapter 1. I hope you already download the soft copy version of our textbook Science chapter 1. And then you already download or no? I already gave the link on our Telegram group, right? So I hope you already download it, because I don't know about the textbook. When you get the textbook, it's still unknown. It's up to the school lah. But last Saturday, you just go to the school to buy the workbook, right? You are not yet get any textbook, isn't it? No textbook.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Yes.
Maybe the school they are trying to reschedule or arrange the time for Form 1 to get the textbook lah. So for the time being, you just already give the link on the Telegram. Okay, chapter by chapter. So this is the first chapter. Okay, can I start now? All right. So you can turn off the microphone. So let me do the talking. All right. So this is the first chapter. If you look at the table of content, okay, I will go through the table of content again. For teams number 1, okay, for teams number 1, this is what we're going to learn. Teams number 1 is only in Form 1, okay, the scientific methodology. All right, the first team that we call scientific methodology is only in Form 1, because this is only what we call the introduction chapter in science. Okay, when you go to Form 2 and Form 3, there are only 4 teams. Okay, exclude the scientific methodology. The first teams here, excuse me, the first teams here, scientific methodology, is only in Form 1. Okay. When you go to Form 2, the teams 1 in Form 1, teams number 2 in Form 2 will become teams number 1. Okay, maintenance and continuity of life. The second teams on Form 1 will be the first teams on Form 2 and Form 3. Okay, so meaning that the teams 1 and chapter 1 for Form 1 is only for Form 1. Okay, because this is what we call the introductory chapter. Only the what we call introduction in science. You need to know what is the science, and then the science lab only in Form 1, right? So we go to what we're going to learn. So today maybe we're going to learn 1.1 and 1.2 topic only. Okay, 1.1 and 1.2. Right. Okay. So 1.1, science is the part of daily life, because we need to know that science is not something that is what we call unknown to us. You must realize that science is everywhere. Right now, as I'm talking to you right now, and then you are listening to me, there is a science going on. So you cannot what we call separate science. You cannot separate the science and our daily activity. Okay, how the computer work, how your handphone work, how you can see me and hear me. There is an explanation behind all that. And then the explanation, where do you get the explanation? Where do you get the answer? Is by science research. So you must realize that science is, we cannot separate science in our daily life. Okay, every day, every time, there is a science involved in what we call in our daily life. Okay, so what is science? Number one, you need to learn what is the meaning of science. Okay, right, what is science? Okay, so number one, you try to observe the phenomena around you. Somebody going to join? Okay, welcome. All right, observe the phenomena around you. Can you see the first picture here? This is the first picture, and then this is second picture. There are 4 pictures here. So can you give me what happened in the first picture? What it is all about in the first picture?
Lightning.
Yes? Lightning, right? Yes, of course, very good, nice. So the first picture I show you is the lightning. Okay, the lightning phenomena. Phenomena mean the things that happen all around us. Yeah, phenomena. And then what is the second one?
Rainbow.
The formation of what we call rainbow, right? And then the third one, the third picture, what is that? The formation of what? The formation of what we call a dew in the morning. Dew in the morning, right? The sunset. The sunrise or sunset? Okay, never mind. Either one lah. Maybe it is sunset or maybe it's the sunrise. Okay, so call all 4 these natural phenomena. Okay, we call this what we call natural phenomena. Okay, we call this what we call natural phenomena. Sorry, natural phenomena. Okay, phenomena that happen all around us. And then if you can observe these 4 pictures, if you can observe the 4 pictures, you know what is happening. For example, number 1 is the formation of lightning during the storm or during the rain. And then the second picture is the formation of the rainbow. And then the formation of rainbow consists of 7 types of color. Okay, so actually things that happen, the phenomena or the condition that happens got an explanation. All right, there is an explanation or there is an answer between all the what we call the phenomena that happen around us. So how do you want to get the answer? You may question, so how the lightning is forming, how the rainbow is formed. You must what we call try to question what happened. You need to know. So you need to ask, you need to what we call question what is the process behind the formation of lightning, for example, and then behind the formation of the rainbow. So this is how what we call the science come into place. Okay, science is the what we call we need explanation. Okay, in everything that happen around us, we need the science to explain it to us. Okay, this is what science is all about. Okay, we just cannot what we call we try to understand what happening around us by using science. Okay, so we go to the next one. Right, can you see here? In order to understand the factor involved and then how the natural phenomena occur, because some people they what we call very eager to know what's happening. Okay, they need to know what happened. They are not just receive it. Okay, for example, there is a rainbow, so they just receive it, because some people need to know what is the factor, what is happening behind the formation of rainbow, for example. So they find the way, and then the way that we need to find the answer is what we call science, right? So again, in order to understand the factor involved and then how the natural phenomena occur, we have to carry out scientific investigation. We need to investigate. We need to do a research. Because why? Because we need to find the answer, right? So what is science? This you must understand. So science is the discipline that involves systematic observation and experiment of natural phenomena. Okay, this is what a science is all about. It's a discipline, meaning that it is the branches of knowledge, because we need to find the answer. Everything happened around us. Okay, how our computer work, we need to find the answer by doing what? By doing observation, number one. You can see here, by doing observation. This is number one, observation, and then the second one is experiment. Okay, observation by what? We need to do observation by our eyes. For example, we need to see what happened. We need to hear what happened. And then we need to feel. For example, we need to smell. By using our all our senses, we observe the things what happened. For example, here, if phenomena number one, lightning, right? What can you observe here? Anybody? Can you see the lightning?
Yes.
Yes, of course, right. You can see the lightning. Sometimes the lightning is very bright in light, a very intense light. Okay, can you give me another observation for that? What else? You can see it and then?
Hear thunder.
Yes, you can hear the thunder, the thundering, and then very loud sound, right? And then what else you think? You can see it, you can hear it, and then maybe you can feel it because of the vibration of the sound. Okay, this is what we call by observation. Observation. Okay, not just by looking at the phenomena, but other sense as well. Right? You can hear it, you can watch it, you can view it, you can touch it, and every time and all the five senses. Okay. Can you understand? Can you understand this?
Yes.
So number one, what is meaning by science? Discipline or the branches of knowledge that involve systematic. Systematic means arranged in a really neatly manner. Okay, step by step. Okay, scientific observation and experiment. Experiment by using what? Later we're going to learn about how do you want to carry the experiment. Only one thing, yeah, because we want to understand the things happen. We want to understand the process. We want to understand what is behind the process. That is what we call science is all about. Okay, we need to find the answer. Okay, so this is science. Okay, next one. Okay, can you see the picture here? Observe our daily activities. For example, right here, the children here are using their laptop, and then maybe the couple here, the married couple with their babies are using the handphone. Okay, this is daily activity. Almost daily, like I said earlier, almost all daily activity involve science. Okay, when you sleep also involve science. What happened during when you are sleeping, right? Okay, what happened to your breathing? What happened to your heart rate when you are sleeping? And then if you still maybe when you are sleeping you are dreaming, there is an explanation to that. So how they get the explanation? By using science. Okay, so now we skip this. Right, next one, the importance of science in everyday life. The importance of science in everyday life. So this is just a few important of science daily life. For example, number one, contribute to the area of engineering, such as construction of tall building. This is only a few important only. So engineer need to build tall building. and then they need the calculation in mathematics also, and then in science maybe they want to use the material. What is the material that is suitable in building a tall building? In build a tall building, there is a science involved in that. Okay, and then what is the second one? The invention of satellite. For example, can you imagine the satellite, the astro dish that you got at home? How that can from the what we call, you cannot see any cable, we just use the wavelength, the wireless, and then it can be translated into the image and the picture and the sound that can be displayed at your television set, right? So there is a science behind it. Okay, do not confuse it with what we call magic. There is no magic in science, right? You see the Harry Potter movie, right? Or there is what we call the magic going on. Okay, there is an explanation in science. There is no magic. Right. So the third one is, for example, hydroponic method. Increase crop yield by invention of fertilizer, pesticide, and hydroponic method. Okay. And then the next one is number 4, the discovery of vaccine and antibiotic in the field of medicine, help controlling infectious disease and reduce death rate. Vaccine right now, we are all staying at home. You are all need to stay at home and then try to learn at home. Okay, because of the COVID-19, right? And then maybe I think by the end of February the vaccine will come to us, and then we will take the vaccine to maybe to control the disease, the COVID disease. Okay, this is also in the field of science. This is also the importance of science. Okay, without science, we may not live as comfortable as we are right now. Okay, so can you understand the importance? What else the importance of science? Anybody can share with the class? These 4, only 4 in textbook, only 4, because I think there is more important to science than these 4. Okay, so you can find it, you can try to find it, look it on the internet, the importance of science. Okay, maybe you can say to narrow the gap between people all over the world. Last time there is no internet, we are just using telephone, right? Right now we have internet, we can talk to the people, we can see the people right now live, real time. You at home, maybe about 10 or 5 kilometers away. I am at the school, but we can still communicate. So that is one of the importance of science, right? Okay, next one. Okay, you just give me a moment. I need to rotate it a bit. Okay, rotate. Right. So next page, the next subtopic is what we call the field in science. Okay, the field in science. So I will give it about 20, zoom in, right? Okay. So how many there is in the field of science? Number 1 is physics, biology, chemistry, geology, astronomy, and meteorology. Okay, this is all the field in science according to the textbook. There are many other fields in science here, but this is what we call the one of them between the main field in science. Okay, so like I said earlier, when you go to Form 4 and Form 5, you want to take pure science. Pure science consists of what? Physics, biology, and chemistry in Form 4. Okay, so you know what is physics, right? What is biology? So we go one by one. So what is the physics? Physics is what we call a study of energy and influence on matter. Okay, this is what we call physics. We want to study the non-living things that is available all around us. For example, the energy and the matter, right? So what is the example? Engineering. Engineer need to know physics very well. Okay, this is physics. So biology, what is biology? The second field is biology. We want to study the living things. Okay, just remember when I said living thing, it is consists of animal, human, and plant, including microorganism. Later we go about that. Living things, human, animal, plant, and microorganism. Okay. So one of the example of the what we call the research in biology, we have zoology, microbiology, physiology, and botany. Okay, this is example of the field in biology. Next one is the chemistry. Chemistry is the study of matter and its reaction. Okay, matter and its reaction. So what is different between physics and chemistry? Physics also involving matter. Chemistry of also involving matter. But in chemistry, you are studying the matter and its reaction. For example, when you mix two matter, when you mix two matter together, two substance together, what happened? That is a very what we call simplest things, yeah, to explain about chemistry. You mix water with sugar, what happened? You mix a water with the oil, for example, what is going to happen? So that is the chemistry. Okay. Physics is the study of energy. For example, what? The electrical energy. All right. And then the what we call the kinetic energy, and then the what else? The study about the nuclear energy, the sun energy. You're going to learn in physics, right? So, what is the research in what we call the research in chemistry? That is pharmacology, forensics, and toxicology, right? So the next field in science is geology. Geology is about the study of rock, soil, and minerals. We find all this where? Usually we find the rock, soil, and mineral under the ground. Okay, this is in the field of geology. So the example: geochemistry, geomorphology, and geophysics. Okay. Next one is astronomy. Astronomy, the study of planet, star, and other objects in the universe. In the universe. Okay. If we can see here, the first field of science, physics, biology, chemistry, and geology, is involving the study of our own planet. Our own planet is the planet Earth, right? The planet Earth. But the astronomy, we're going to know what happened outside of our planet. The sun, the star, and other project and other object that is away, very far away from the planet Earth. That is the field of astronomy. And then the last one is meteorology, the study of weather and our climate change. Okay, for example, the study of the rain, the weather change. Okay, what we call the changes in climate in all over the world is in the field of meteorology. Okay, can you understand overall this topic, field in science?
Yes.
There is many field in science. Yeah, very good. Okay, thank you for your response. There are many field in science that, according to the textbook, this is what you need to understand. Yeah, please remember, science is not about what you memorize, but sometimes you need to understand in order to easier for you to memorize the things. All right. So this is the field of what we call the field of science. Okay, next one. Next one is what we call the career in science, meaning that what is your career? Where is it? Sorry. All right, this one. Okay, the career in science, meaning that the occupation that is related to science. Okay, for example, here the girl over here is an engineer. You want to become an engineer. So, what is the field of science that you need to study more? Okay, and then if you want to become a doctor, what are what we call the subject that you need to learn more detail in order to become a doctor? Okay, so this is the maybe the what we call only the a fraction career in science. There are many career in science, but according to the textbook, these are the example of career in science. There are many more. You can look on the internet, career in science, but this is only I want to highlight what is only stated on the textbook only, because I don't want to overwhelm you with the information. Okay, so you still remember the physics, biology, chemistry, and geology. This is what we call the field in science. Yeah, this is the field in science. And then under the physics, this is the type of occupation or the career the occupation or the career that is related to the field of science. Number one, in physics. Okay, what are the occupation? Astronomer, oceanographer, teacher, meteorologist, engineer, and physicist. Okay, astronomer meaning that you want to study the what we call outer space. Okay, oceanographer from the word ocean, meaning that from the word ocean, meaning that the person here want to study what happened on the ocean, on our ocean. Okay, the current of the ocean, the name of the ocean, and then the depth of the ocean, and then what we call the current and whatever related to the ocean. Okay, teachers, meteorologists, engineer, and physicists. Okay, these are the only small sample of career in science. Yeah. Okay, the second one, what's about biology? The field of biology, example, doctor, botanist, zoologist, teacher, oceanographer, microbiologist, and biologist. Okay. Doctor, of course, because doctor need the knowledge in how to treat sick people. Okay, so it need to very fluent or very have a very good knowledge of how the inner working of our body. So doctor need to learn biology pretty much more. Okay, botanist and zoologist. Okay, for example, zoo here. Zoologist. When you look at the word zoo, what is the things that come to your mind? Anybody? Zoo.
Animal.
Yes, of course, very good. So, zoologist meaning that a person who study about what? Okay. Zoologist meaning the person or the people that working to study the what?
Animal.
Yes, of course. Very good. Zoologist is the person study about the animal. Zoologist, G-I-S-T here. G-I-S-T is the person that study the animal. Okay. And then what is the occupation name? Okay. What's the occupation name, you think? Zoologist is the person. The person that study the animal. And then what type of occupation? What type of occupation? We call it sorry. Oh, all right. Zoology. Okay. Zoology is the field or is the work to study the animal. We call it zoology. Okay, this is just English. You must differentiate between the person that study the things and then the thing that it study. Okay, zoologist is the person that is study animal. Okay, zoology is the occupation of the what we call the things that it study, zoology. Okay, how about botanist? Botanist
One.
is about, yes, very good. Botanist is the study of plant. So
Yeah.
botanist is the person that study the plant. Okay, and then what is the what we call the stud what we call the what are the thing that it study? We call it
Botany.
bota. What is it?
Botany.
Botany. Yes, BOTANY. Botany. Okay. Microbiologist. The word micro here. The word micro here mean it study the what? Micro.
Biology.
Yes, microbiologist meaning that it only study the microorganism only, such as bacteria, such as the COVID. You see the picture, they take the swab, they want to test person who has the COVID or not. That is the work of microbiologist. Okay, only tiny organism they study, bacteria, virus. Okay, they study that, microbiologist. And then biologist, the study of living organism. Maybe include us as human, animal, and plant. Okay, number 3, chemistry. The example of work, pharmacist. Pharmacist work at the which study? Pharmacy.
Pharmacy.
Pharmacy. Yes. Okay. Good. Pharmacist is the person working in the pharmacy. Pharmacist person. Pharmacy, the place it work. Okay. Mingle with, you working with the medicine, right? Pharmacist, you working for the medicine. For example, maybe somebody come to you and then she or he feeling not well. Maybe he got some fever. So you as a pharmacist, you need to give the correct drug or you give the correct medicine. Maybe he got fever, then you must give Panadol, for example. This is the work for pharmacist. Yeah? Not as simple as that, but I just give you the example only. Yeah? Very, I think if you going to be a pharmacist, you must good at chemistry. Chemistry, also biology, physics, and also and in math. Okay. Again, oceanographer, teacher, forensic science, and chemist. Chemist mean they try to use the substance all over us to create another new substance. So that is the work for chemist. And then number 4, geology. Okay, number 4, geology. What's the geology? The study of the rock, the soil, the mineral that is under the earth, under the ground. So that's the geology. So what is the person name in geology? We call it geologist. Okay, and then also got teacher here. Maybe teacher knows a bit what we call only on the surface only lah. If you can see all the career in science, physics, biology, chemistry, and geology, we got teacher here. We got teacher also here, and then here also got teacher, and then this one also teacher. Maybe I know something but only on the surface lah. But if you need to know more about chemistry or geology, you need to go to the right person. Okay, maybe when you after your school, you maybe want to learn in university. Maybe at that time you will narrow your what we call your interest in maybe physics, biology, chemistry, or geology or other things. Based on your interest now, but usually this is what we call the career, some of the career in the science or the occupation in science. Okay. Any question?
No.
Okay. Okay, very good. So you can see the picture here, yeah? Engineer, doctor, pharmacist, and geologist is maybe one of the many career that you will be what we call one of the many career in science. Yeah. Okay. Next one. The innovation in technology. Today only 1.1, yeah, only the topic 1.1. Don't worry. So innovation in technology. Most of the machine you see here, most of the machine and invention that we use every day are scientific innovation. Most of the machine that we use is what we call a scientific innovation. For example, car, aeroplane, telephone, and computer. You can see here, this is an example of development of technology in telephone. Okay, if you see here, the first generation of telephone, maybe about the year, maybe about the 90s. I think you are still not been born. Okay, this is the first generation of telephone, and then the latest one. This is the latest one of the what we call the mobile device. Here, can you see the difference? What is the difference from the older phone here to the newer phone here? What can you observe? What can you see in terms of what?
Smaller.
Hello? Yes?
It is smaller.
Yes, it is smaller. You know, the older phone is bulkier, bigger, and heavier. And then the latest one is you can wear it. Okay, like now, like my watch now. Okay, okay. I can receive the call, and then this is what we call a smartwatch, right? I can receive the call, I can receive the WhatsApp. Okay, so it is smaller. The first generation of phone is bulkier, bigger, and heavier. Okay, and then it becomes smaller. This is due to what? This is because due to the scientific research, that ongoing research by the scientists, by the engineer, okay, for many years. Okay, can you imagine? Maybe about 10 years from now or 5 years from now, can you imagine what is what we call the development? Maybe 5 years from now. Maybe the next time we can also, there is a device, the spectacle that we can receive the call, or we can watch the movie, or we can search the information by only spectacle. Who knows? Because right now the scientist, the engineer, all the person related to the technology are still finding the way to easy our to create something that is to easy our life, for example. Maybe they are developing spectacles or the glasses that has computer in it. Okay, you can watch the movie, you can find the information, or you can maybe you can you call someone by using your spectacle, for example. Okay, this is the development of what we call development of technology, right? Okay, any question?
No.
No.
Okay, so now it's 9:51. So this is I need you to do. Okay, this is what I need you to do. If you notice, at the end of the topic, there is a formative practice. Okay, there is a formative practice at the end of each subtopic in each chapter. Okay, so you must listen to me. You need to do the exercise inside your exercise book or your notebook, the long and then the blue one, the long science exercise book. You need to do the formative practice. Every end of the subtopic, you need to do this. Okay, so your homework for today, you just answer the question on your formative practice, and then you write it inside your exercise book. Okay, so formative practice here is, I think, on page 9 is, or page 10 if I'm not mistaken. Page 9, page 9 on the textbook. So you do this, You copy the question and then you answer it. Okay, you write it on your exercise book. Okay, any problem? Can you understand me? The homework for today?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Right. Any question before we end the class?
No question.
No.
No question, eh? Okay,
No.
good. All right, where is the... Okay. Okay, so how many students right now? Okay, so now it's 9:54. You have another class. You have other class, right? Next class for today. But never mind. If you have anything to ask, you can ask on the Telegram channel, on the Google Classroom. Yeah. So
Okay.
the exercise for today is only formative practice 1.1. You do it on your exercise book. Any question you can ask later on in our Telegram group. Okay. So if you have, okay, very good. Yes. So I will stop presenting. How to use this? Okay, so I need to print screen something. Okay. Okay, class, if you have no question to ask, I think we can end here. And then we see you again on, when is our next class? Our next class is on
Thursday.
Thursday, right? But Thursday is public holiday. So I will be seeing you next week. Yeah? Is it right? This Thursday is public holiday, right? 28th of Thaipusam, if I'm not mistaken, right? Thaipusam, right? So there will be no class for this Thursday because public holiday. Then I will be meeting you next week on Monday and then the same week on Thursday. Okay? All right? Okay, very good. So you can leave the class now. Thank you for your cooperation. Bye bye. You can leave the class.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, sir.
See you next week. Bye bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you.